which is mostly what the BPP wants. They want to tie you up to a figure, right? So that their budget doesn't shift. They've made their budget for the project for 2026. They don't want by maybe halfway to the project, it escalates by like 20, 30%. I think BPP now restricts escalation to about 5%, right? I've not done much projects with them lately or ever. So this is used when the scope of work and project duration are precisely defined. Payments are explicitly tied to milestone deliverables rather than hours locked. It offers budget certainty for the client. It's a bit not so clear because of but it's clear on my screen here. Maybe because of the intensity of light there. Okay, so when the instances where this method is used is when you know the exact, the work is defined, the scope is defined, and everything can be sort of forecasted ahead. And you can now say, okay, we're going to do this, 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 and that. Maybe a small gatehouse, you know, and you know precisely where you're starting, where you're ending, how long it's going to take. Everything is in place, materials. So you now give the client a lump sum bill, okay? And you proceed. That is advantageous to the client because he knows his budget. The next one is time-based. This is when scope cannot easily be quantified, like forensic investigations. A building has structural issues and it has to be investigated. Maybe because here we don't come across much of those kind of things. Like if you go to places where there are earthquakes or landslides, some important buildings can have structural issues, and you can be called in engineers, especially, and architects, to do an investigation, or maybe after fire hazards, and you don't know how long it's going to take. A feasibility study, for example, you know, or a project where there's extended supervision, and there are so many variables you don't know when it's going to end. So you switch to time-based contracts, and how we will go into the details later. The other is the percentage-based fee charge, which I think most of us are more familiar with. A lot of us are not. Is there anybody who has never applied the scale of fee to his projects here? Let's be honest. Never applied the scale of fee. You have never applied the scale of fee. You are an outlaw. Who else? You. Do you know how to apply it? That's the issue. Do you know? You know, but you don't. Because